I'll go. Yeah. So ACF, UWA, and some traditional owners of the...
And Farah.
Yeah, okay. Fantastic. Thank you very much for coming today. I'm Kate Chaney, member for Curtin. One of the issues that constituents have had deep concerns about since I started is what's happening with the Murujuga rock art up near the Burup Peninsula. This is a globally significant treasure, and we'll hear more about it, and it is at risk, and more people need to know about the danger that this significant collection of art is in. It's more than 1 million petroglyphs that are 50,000 years old. So it is absolutely incredible. And what we're seeing is gas expansion at the Burup hub is putting this at risk. So I'm going to hand over now. I've got to go and vote, but I'm going to hand over to Josie, one of the traditional owners of the Murujuga area, ACF, and also scientist Ben from UWA. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name's Josie Ellick. I'm the Australian Conservation Foundation's First Nations lead, and I am a traditional custodian of Murujuga as well. Today we're here and we're bringing a great event run by Farah in conjunction with ACF and CCWA. We are here to do our motto, which is promote, protect and preserve the rock art in Murujuga, and we're here to talk about that and to talk to politicians. And today we've got my family here, my niece Sam Walker and my late mum, Mrs Daniels, her 2 daughters and great-granddaughter here as well today to talk to politicians about why it's so important to keep the rock art and to keep our country away from destruction. So I'll hand over to Kayleen Daniel.
Hello and welcome. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the TOs of this country that I stand from. I've come from the Pilbara, and I've travelled thousands of miles here to bring on legacy to my late mum, which she had stood up for the Burup, for the rock art, protected it with my late dad. So I just carry the legacy now that I'd like to acknowledge for her. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good morning. My name's Sam Walker. I'm a Ngulama person all the way from the northwest in a little town called Roban. We're here to speak about the Burup and Murujuga. Murujuga is a very sacred and important place to us. It has 5 surrounding tribes that have big business there. We're here today to speak to the decision makers in how they decide and make decisions for our country. Working together, like we always say, we can achieve, but we haven't been included, or we feel as though we're not heard. The Burup itself, Murujuga, it holds great significance for us. Culturally, it has our song lines that go right across the country. It also has our women's stories. The disturbance and all the stuff that's happening out there is a kick in the teeth, really. It's really disrespectful. It's a part of us. It's a part of our identity. My old people have been fighting this fight for a very, very long time. I think that Australia is mature enough now for us to sit around the table and work together in going forward. I know that they want to make it a national heritage place, which is great. But let's think about the people. That's us. We are suffering. The country is crying out for protection. My grandfather that couldn't be here today, he's the key holder for all our songs that start there in the Murujuga. Personally, I said to him, I'm going to bring his message all the way to Parliament House. His message is to you decision makers, to please come and sit down and get an understanding of how important Murujuga is to us. It's our identity. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. You're ripping and taking a piece out. It's not going to function. The country won't function. When I say not functioning, we have significant sites around the Burup itself. We call them dalo sites, so they're increased sites for food, medicine, all of that. With all the works that's been happening over X amount of years, we've had a lot of destruction, which is really, really sad. And on top of that, no consultation, nothing has come to the community. No one has asked us our opinions in what we think in going forward. It's just all these mob that sit up, decision makers on board levels and whatever, that make decisions. But we as the people are suffering. So we're here today to speak to decision makers that decide and govern our lives. Working together, we will achieve. Country is it's more than just a rock. It's more than just a tree. It's someone's vertical place. It's someone's resting place. And we talk about the artwork. That's the oldest art gallery in the world. The oldest art gallery in the world. It's being ripped and disturbed and broken every day. And that has a great impact on my people. We've lost many, many, many elders. I'm here with my mums today, pleading for you guys to listen. Listen. Thank you.
My name is Murujuga Daniel. I'm a Ngalama woman. I come from the Pilbara, and for the rock art, seeing it getting destroyed is sad, because our old people, my mum and my dad, they fought hard to save the rock arts from being destroyed, and my dad, Mr. Late D. Daniel, my dad was, he put all the rock arts in a compound to be saved, but from being destroyed, and but now everything was in the compound. I think it's got removed and got got broken, and no one ever was there to protect it. But our old people, my dad and my uncle, they gave evidence at the Murujuga, at the High Court, for our mura, our land, and for our rock art to be saved. But as our rock art is being destroyed because people go out there and they do they
Woodside.
Woodside they being destroyed, and not only that, people go around there and they do graffiti and on the rock carving and destroying everything and damaging it, and we would to say to stop destroying our country and to keep our Mora and rock carving safe. And
That's it, no? What do you want?
As you heard, this family has been fighting for Murujuga for more than 4 decades. It's a very remarkable family and a very remarkable fight. Murujuga is not just another rock art place. This place has more than 1 million rock engravings. It's more than 40,000 years old, the oldest art. That's 10 times older than Stonehenge, 10 times older than the Egyptian Pyramids. This is one of the most important art places in the world. And it's currently the science is absolutely crystal clear that the pollution emitted by industry at Murujuga is damaging the rock art. We can see it in our labs. We've taken samples into the labs, exposed them to the chemicals that they're being exposed to in Murujuga, and you can see that they very quickly degrade under acidic conditions. If the industry at Murujuga doesn't reduce or stop its pollution, that rock art will be gone within our lifetime. Within 50 years, we will lose this incredible piece of international heritage. So the science is crystal clear. We need to act now. We need to stop the damage that is occurring at Murujuga, and we need to stop the pollution at Murujuga.
Yes.
And just to finish off, I'm Kelly O'Shannessy, the CEO of the Australian Conservation Foundation. And look, there are 2 big reasons why the Australian government need to reject Woodside's proposal to extend this gas factory until 2070. And those 2 reasons are that it is destroying and will continue to destroy incredibly important rock art found nowhere else on Earth and older than almost all art on Earth. And we know for sure that it will be destroyed if this gas factory is extended in its life to 2070. The second reason is that the gas factory will enable 6 billion tonnes of climate pollution to be unleashed from the gas basins that will be opened up to feed into this factory. That will fuel global warming until 2070, and at a time where Australians are cleaning up after floods, are facing 49 degrees in South Australia today. We're simply trying to survive with the climate damage that's occurring now, and this will make it far, far worse. So we want and expect the Albanese government to reject Woodside's proposal and to protect ancient rock art and our climate.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Any questions from anyone? To anyone?
It's one of these stories that I feel like we hear year on year, and it's this intense uphill battle that's being heard. How are you feeling heading into discussions today, especially because we're all talking with our end of the parliamentary term? How are you feeling?
Well, it's a fight. It's a fight that we'll never go away until we are culturally obligated. It's a generational responsibility. So it didn't just get handed to us last night. It came from our grandparents, parents, right through. So we're going to fight this fight until the government comes to an understanding, because it's not just for us, it's for everybody. We talk about climate change, we're like a bathtub, slowly letting the water out. Now, if Australia doesn't wake up and really understand the importance of this, well, I don't know what we're going to do. Honestly, mate. But you want to know? We will never stop this fight. Never. Like I said, it's a generational thing. So if we're still going to be standing here in 20 years, we'll expect my granddaughter to stand here. Yeah.
One of the reasons I agreed to run as a community independent was because my community was really concerned about how short-term the thinking is in politics. And if there's ever an example of the need for long-term thinking, then this is it. This is a 40,000-year-old globally significant treasure. and yet we're making decisions based on what's going to win votes at the next election. We need to be good ancestors, and I think we can learn a lot from First Nations people about how to think on those timescales and make good decisions now for the future. And so that's really what I would like to see the government thinking about, is making decisions that we're not going to regret in generations' time, that are responsible for the future of our country and the future of these incredible treasures that we hold.
Minister Plibersek. So the decision will be made by the Environment Minister, Minister Plibersek, who's not here here today, but so far we have not been able to secure a meeting with her. We're about to go to an event, and we've invited MPs and staff to come and hear from traditional owners, people who are fighting for their land directly. And I think they need to hear that, because unless you're listening to the evidence, and that evidence is cultural, scientific, you can't make the best or a good decision. So we do ask Minister Plibersek to meet with and listen to the traditional owners.
And I've met with the Minister and talked about this issue. I've written to the Minister, and I'll continue to be advocating for that on behalf of Western Australia, that the Minister is considering our national treasures in making this decision. And we need to go now to that event that we're holding. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, here. This is bad timing. Regina.
Hi, Regina. I'm sorry I didn't make it before the press conference. That was things in the wrong order then. Yeah, because I'm going and fighting. That's yours, yeah?
Are you having to run?
No, that's a red bell.
Thank you so much. So let's head this way. I'll be back. This is Sam.
Really nice to meet you. Thanks for coming.
Right on.
That's good. You all right, Josh?
Nice to see you, man. I think it's been probably 2 months.